Hey, good morning, everyone. So the move is over and we're settling in. Most of our shopping is done. Got some big things to do, like go find a car. But from here on out, I'm going to start to explore things that are different between the United States and New Zealand and document those and see what's unique, what's interesting, what's humorous. And so let's start with a morning walk. Taking off from our house, we're up a little bit from bay level, so I have to walk down to the street. So let's start there. Okay, now I'm down along the bay. I'll flip the camera around in a minute, but you're probably wondering, first off, I got a hat on, a jacket on. What's the temperature here? Well, we are picking up the end of winter. And right now, although it's very sunny outside, it's only right. I'm going to try to do these conversions. It's in the low 50s right now. So it's a little chilly, but the sun warms it up. So then if I start running, it'll get even better. But even though it's chilly, the view far makes up for the temperature. So just like you're driving, we won't argue the fact that they're driving on the wrong side of the road. But as they drive on the left side of the road, you walk on the left side of the road or a path as well. And there's actually signs along here that says keep left. As you see, there's a person coming up in front of me. They're on the other side as well. It's pretty important because I've had some people pass me on bicycles that move pretty quick. And if you kind of sway back and forth on this path, you could get clipped pretty bad. Now we live on what's called the peninsula, and if I scroll out and then see if I can zoom in, that there is Dunedin, the town, and that's the other side of the mainland. So this is just a big bay. It's actually not that deep. As the tide goes out, a lot of this land will start to show up along the sides here. It's probably only maybe 4 to 6 feet deep along the edges here. And then out in the middle, some sandbars or land bars will appear. The weather was quite bad yesterday. So there's actually some elements of waves that actually came up and did some erosion here, put some stuff on these paths. Now occasionally as we go along, you'll see these staircases that go down. So if somebody wants to go swimming out in the bay, they can just walk down that path. Or maybe there's a boat pulls up here and you want to jump into the boat, you can do that as well. Now one thing that I noticed is all along this road, and this path runs all the way into town, which is about 9 kilometers. Do that math, that's about maybe 5 miles. So it's crazy that very, very small sections of it actually have guardrails. Most of it is just like this. These little tiny curves that protect the walking and biking path. Here's our signs here, keep left, keep right. Walking path from the actual road. So you see there's not much keeping these cars between me and them, other than awareness. More importantly, it's not stopping those cars from going into the water if the person's not paying attention. So I guess basically New Zealand kind of thinks if you're dumb enough to drive into the bay, well, that's your problem. So not a lot of guardrails. Walking into the next little community now here called McAndrew Bay. Got a nice little dairy shop, little convenience store, little restaurant there called the Duck. And over here, actually, back up, there's actually a playground back there. Then coming back around, I actually have a nice little beach here that one could actually go to, I would imagine, on a warmer day than today. Although I have seen people out here on this beach and in the water in some really cold temperatures. Just taking a quick break, about halfway point of my morning walk slash run workout. You see I'm a little bit closer to the city, going about 1.25 miles. You can also see, if you look carefully, that the water level is dropping in the bay. It's tide's going out. So in another hour or two, you'll actually see land all along this edge. But what a beautiful scenery. What a beautiful country to be able to go out and check out every morning and explore. And that's where I think a lot of future videos, I want to explore the countryside and the cultural differences. Find the interesting things, the humor in all of it as well. Okay, time to head back. Take me about 20 minutes to get back home. About another 1.25 miles. It's getting warmer now, the sun is out. Another thing about New Zealand, important to know with the weather, is there's a hole in the ozone above New Zealand. So you can get burned really, really quick, even in a day like today where the temperature is cool. Even if I didn't need a hat, it would be wise to put the hat on, just because if I didn't, I would probably get a little bit of a pink sunburn after this walk. We're walking along here. There's some amazing trees along the side of the road on this hill. You know, it's wonderful to see them maintain those and not just cut them down. In the United States, they would just cut those down. I believe some of these actually might be protected trees. I'll do some more research on that in the future. But what a wonderful landscaped pathway and a place for a morning workout. I had to pause here for a second to show you this driveway, and this is actually a calm driveway. Nice steep driveway up the side of the hill, absolutely no guardrail. And if you misjudged or you slipped off, you're down on the main road. That makes our old driveway, Cedar Pond House, or even our one on Johnson Drive in Warwick, look like child's play. Some of these come off this main road are all like that, straight up, no guardrails, very narrow. They get up to some of these houses that are up high off the main road. Okay, coming up on Company Bay. This is the suburb in which we live. Company Bay is nothing more than a little sleeping community here along the shore of the peninsula. And our house is right up on top of that hill, so I'll be turning here on this street, going up that hill. And I'll stop there just for a second. So I've stopped here right at the base of the road that we live on. Do a quick check. My beats per minute, 147, 148. Let's see what this hill does. Up to the top of the hill, home. Heart rate didn't really change much, but beautiful day, back home. More videos to come.